Welcome to our channel and page today. Have you ever looked around and wondered, is this all real? What if I told you that everything you see, feel, and experience could be part of an elaborate simulation? Today we're diving deep into the mind-bending world of the simulation hypothesis. Buckle up, because this journey might just change the way you perceive reality. From Plato's allegory of the cave to the Matrix, the idea that our reality might be an illusion has fascinated thinkers for centuries. But what if I told you that some of the brightest minds in science and technology believe we might actually be living in a simulation? Let's explore the evidence, the theories, and the implications of this mind-boggling concept. The origins of the simulation hypothesis. The simulation hypothesis gained traction in the 21st century thanks to philosopher Nick Bostrom. In 2003, he proposed a thought experiment. If advanced civilizations could create highly realistic simulations of their ancestors, the odds are that we are more likely to be in one of those simulations than in the original reality. But what does that mean for us? The science behind the hypothesis. Let's break it down. With the rapid advancement of technology, we're already creating virtual worlds that feel incredibly real. Think about video games and virtual reality. If we continue on this path, it's conceivable that future civilizations could create simulations indistinguishable from reality. But what about the science? Quantum physics introduces some strange concepts, like particles behaving differently when observed. Could this be a hint that our reality is programmed? Philosophical implications. Now let's get philosophical. If we're living in a simulation, what does that mean for our free will? Are our choices predetermined by the programmers of this simulated reality, or do we still possess the autonomy to shape our destinies? This raises profound questions about morality, purpose, and existence itself. Imagine if our lives are just lines of code, manipulated by unseen hands. How would that change the way you live your life? Would you still strive for your dreams, or would you feel like a character in someone else's story? These are the questions that keep philosophers and scientists awake at night. Evidence and counter-arguments. Let's talk about the evidence. Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis point to the rapid advancements in technology as a sign that we could be living in a simulation. For instance, consider how quickly we've progressed from simple video games to immersive virtual realities. But what about the counter-arguments? Critics argue that the simulation hypothesis is unfalsifiable, meaning it can't be proven or disproven. They suggest that just because we can imagine a simulation doesn't mean we are in one. Others point to the complexity of consciousness and the human experience, arguing that it's unlikely a simulation could replicate the depth of our emotions and thoughts. Cultural impact and popular media. The idea of living in a simulation has permeated popular culture. Movies like The Matrix and Inception challenge our perceptions of reality and have sparked discussions about the nature of existence. These films not only entertain, but also provoke critical thinking about our own lives. In fact, many creators and thinkers use these narratives to explore deeper philosophical questions. They ask us to consider, what if our reality is just a sophisticated illusion? How would we know? And what would it mean for our understanding of life, death, and everything in between? Glitches in the Matrix. Ever have déjà vu? A moment that felt like it repeated itself? What about strange coincidences or unexplained patterns? Some believe these are glitches, moments where the simulation hiccups. Now, to be clear, these aren't proof, but they raise an eerie question. If we were in a simulation, would we even be allowed to find out? Why would someone simulate us? Okay, let's assume it's true. We are simulated. Why? Maybe we're part of an ancestor simulation, like humans in the future studying their past. Or perhaps we're an experiment, running billions of ethical, social, or psychological scenarios. Or maybe we're just entertainment, a cosmic Netflix series watched by beings beyond comprehension. Scary? Maybe, but also deeply fascinating. Counter-arguments and criticisms. Now let's not go full sci-fi just yet. Plenty of thinkers push back. Physicists argue that there's no empirical evidence for a simulation. Others say it's just another way of asking, what is real? Like philosophers have done for centuries. And maybe the question itself can't be answered. But that doesn't mean we stop asking, what if it's true? Here's the final thought. If we are in a simulation, does it change anything? Would you stop loving? Would you stop dreaming? Or would you start living more deliberately, knowing that your actions, simulated or not, are still yours? In the end, maybe the question isn't, is this real? But what will you do with the reality you have? Now that we've explored the fascinating world of the simulation hypothesis, I want to hear from you. Do you think we're living in a simulation? What evidence or arguments do you find most compelling? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'll be reading and responding to as many as I can. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into reality and philosophy, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-bending content. Your support helps us create more videos that challenge our understanding of the world. Plus, when you subscribe, you'll be the first to know when we release our next exploration into the unknown. As we wrap up, let's reflect on what we've learned. The simulation hypothesis invites us to question the very fabric of our reality. Whether we are indeed living in a simulation or not, the discussions it sparks are invaluable. They encourage us to think critically about our existence, our choices, and the nature of consciousness itself. So, whether you believe we're in a simulation or not, remember that the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is what truly enriches our lives. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth, whatever that may be. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you want to dive deeper into topics like this, check out our playlist on philosophy and science. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries of existence. See you in the next video.